I'm fully prepared with everything I need for the Jay-Z documentary. The moment he sent that legal letter, I knew I had to let the world see who he really is. He and Diddy are cut from the same cloth. He just hides his arrogance and control behind a cleaner image. Our feud has lasted 20 years, and I know better than anyone what he's done in the shadows. I even suspect that so-called funeral bouquet wasn't Diddy's idea at all, but Jay-Z acting on his behalf.
Jay-Z is reportedly in serious trouble after 50 Cent allegedly leaked private messages between him and Diddy. And trust me, this is not looking good for Jay-Z. For years, rumors have suggested he was involved in some truly shocking actions alongside Diddy. And now, those whispers are turning into headlines. Everything that was just speculation before is starting to surface, putting Jay-Z in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. In interviews, 50 Cent has said he was never part of Diddy's inner circle. He explained that certain events and invitations made him uncomfortable years ago, which is why he kept his distance, and why he now feels free to speak openly. When the allegations went public, 50 said he found out just like everyone else, through the news. Even so, none of it came as a shock to him.
Carter aided and abetted or was directly involved. It's about to get real tense, and there's a lot of girls and boys who are still trapped inside them.
As the investigation intensified, all eyes started turning to Jay-Z. Fans and insiders began questioning why he stayed so quiet, while Diddy's controversies dominated headlines. That silence didn't go unnoticed. Some speculated that Jay-Z's team knew his name had surfaced in civil cases and were trying to manage the fallout before it got worse. Others worried that even without formal charges, the damage to his reputation was already happening. Meanwhile, social media was buzzing non-stop, with rumors spreading that he had been involved in silencing anyone raising allegations. The chatter only made the spotlight on him even hotter.
Saying that Jay-Z is worse than Diddy. She explained how Jay-Z has done worse things than what Diddy did to Cassie to other females. And she said that she has the scars to prove it. She alleged that at one time Jay-Z attacked her and got it on film like Diddy did. And she alleged that this is why Jay-Z is totally pulling away from Diddy and you don't see him around.
Industry insiders say that even a single criminal investigation could shake the entire circle. Not just Diddy, but anyone connected to him. That's why 50 Cent's documentary carries so much weight. It's bigger than one person. It's about the power dynamics behind the scenes. Who knew what, and who might get caught up next. Commentators have also questioned how Diddy managed to stay untouchable for so long. Many believe he carefully built influence by surrounding himself with powerful allies and controlling the flow of information as rumors spread. Some reports even suggest Diddy could be cooperating with authorities, and one rumored deal involves him providing information on Jay-Z of all people.
Exactly what Jay-Z's accuser is saying, that even though she dropped the lawsuit, she still stands by what she says, and she only dropped it because of harassment and the fact that she's terrified of Jay-Z. She says that Jay-Z is allegedly bullying her into saying that her accusations were false. In fact, in new legal documents, she is claiming that she was recently approached outside of her home and cornered by two people who told her they were investigators working for one of Jay-Z's lawyers. She claims they tried to get her to sign an affidavit stating that her claims against Jay-Z were false, but she refused.
Now that the documentary is out, one thing is obvious. This story isn't just about the past. It's about what comes next. Every new revelation shines a spotlight on those who stayed quiet. And Jay-Z is right in the middle of it. The focus on him is especially significant because his history with Diddy runs deep. Gene Deal didn't hold back when asked about Jay-Z's connection to Diddy, directly challenging claims from Jay-Z's lawyer that the two were never close. From Gene's perspective, that explanation just doesn't make sense. The tension between what's being said publicly and what insiders like Gene know is only growing.
Did he start snitching?
Down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia.
To Gene, the way Diddy interacted with Jay-Z spoke volumes. At a show in Atlanta, Diddy came on stage alongside Jay-Z, and fans immediately noticed how natural and familiar their dynamic looked. Even 50 Cent later commented on it publicly, which made the clip go viral online. When asked if he personally had issues with Jay-Z, Gene clarified it wasn't about being a fan. He recalled a past incident where tensions ran high, but Jay-Z seemed to have no memory of it later. Gene explained that this is how some of the top-tier figures operate. They stir up drama, create conflicts, and then move on as if it never happened, living in an entirely different world. Dame Dash, Jay-Z's former best friend, recently opened up about the serious allegations swirling around Jay-Z. What struck him most wasn't just the accusations themselves, but the public reaction. Dame said he had never seen Jay-Z under this kind of intense scrutiny before. For decades, Jay-Z seemed untouchable, especially in mainstream media. But this time, that shield of protection appeared to be gone. What shocked Dame the most is seeing Jay-Z on the defensive, a rare sight outside a few isolated moments in the past. Jay-Z usually doesn't have to explain himself, but now, according to Dame, the pressure is constant and real. So why is 50 Cent so focused on exposing him? The history with Diddy alone doesn't explain it. Toei Yayo says the tension between 50 and Jay-Z runs deep, rooted in competition and loyalty. He explained that hip-hop has always been a battlefield, where artists clash and egos collide. But there are also moments of growth. For instance, during a recent show with Dr. Dre, 50 performed and Cameron joined him on stage, showing maturity despite past issues. Cameron recently said Jay-Z prioritizes business over culture, and Yayo gets why people feel that way. He noted Jay-Z supports corporate events, but often skips the hip-hop moments that really matter to artists like 50. Yayo recently shared his thoughts on the difference between Jay-Z and 50 Cent. He said Jay-Z operates on a very high level, but keeps a distance, while 50 Cent, just as powerful, stays approachable and connected with people. Yayo emphasized that artists should never forget those who helped build them. But what really stood out to him was the Super Bowl halftime drama. He claimed Jay-Z didn't want 50 Cent performing. And according to what Yayo heard, Eminem had to step in, making it clear he wouldn't take the stage unless 50 was included. For Yayo, that moment felt personal. A real glimpse into the tension behind the scenes. Over the years, the friendship between Jay-Z and Diddy reportedly began to crumble. Sources close to both claim trust became a major issue, with people wondering who would look out for themselves if things went south. Jaguar Wright even alleged that Jay-Z played a part behind the scenes in Diddy's downfall, though that remains unproven. Roger Bonds, who once served as Diddy's head of security, recently shared his insider perspective on the music mogul's relationships. From Roger's viewpoint, he observed Diddy and Jay-Z interacting, but he never got the sense they were genuinely close. According to him, Diddy believed their bond was stronger than it actually was, giving the impression of a tighter friendship than existed behind the scenes. When you look closer, Jay-Z and Diddy were never really as tight as the public thought. Sure, they shared money, power, and opportunities, but loyalty? That was another story. Over time, those cracks in their relationship became impossible to ignore. And now, with everything coming to light, could those cracks finally widen enough to take them both down? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.